Breakfast Club, bitches.
You're a donkey.
Yes. Donkey. The day for Monday, January 25th goes to Piers Morgan. Okay, listen, I'm really confused about this one because I'm such a fan of honesty. Mm-hmm. Even if I don't agree with what you're being honest about, I love when humans keep that same energy, okay? See, we all have these protocols, all these ways we are taught we are supposed to act when certain things happen. But what if that's not how I really feel? My therapist tells me to feel my feels. Whatever emotions I'm feeling at the time, allow yourself to feel them. But I don't think those feelings are meant for someone else to feel, especially if how you feel may cause someone else pain. Well, Piers Morgan didn't think about that this weekend because I'm sure this weekend the family of Larry King was grieving because if you haven't heard, Larry King passed away this weekend at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center after being diagnosed with COVID-19 in late December. Now, you know what happens when people pass away in this era. Social media mourns, a lot of digital tributes happen via tweets, Instagram posts, etc. And Piers Morgan was one of those people who decided to do a tweet. Now, once again, I'm torn about this tweet because it doesn't feel right because of the timing. But the honesty of it, I have to respect. Piers tweeted out a picture of him and Larry King with the caption, "Larry King was a hero of mine until we fell out. After I replaced him at CNN, and he said, my show was like watching your mother-in-law go over a cliff in your new Bentley." Then in parentheses, Piers Morgan put, he, meaning Larry King, married 8 times, so a mother-in-law expert. But he was a brilliant broadcaster and masterful TV interview. Now, here's the thing. Do I think it was in poor taste? Yes. Do I think the timing of it was off? Yes. Even if I felt that way about a person, would I share it? Not right after they died. Okay, maybe later, some years later, when I'm telling my story in a book or documentary and that part of my life comes up, I may tell that story. But to tweet it right after a person dies, it is extremely tone deaf. Like, read the room, Piers. Okay, folks are mourning, grieving. Think about the family, friends, and folks who loved Larry. All of that would have been going through my mind as I fixed my thumbs to make that tweet. Okay, folks who loved Larry already dealing with hurt because of the death of Larry King. Now they got someone to aim that hurt at. It appears I can't act like you didn't earn it if they give you some wrath, okay? Because you had to know that tweeting that was going to cause some backlash. Now, here's where I'm torn. I don't necessarily know if what he said was wrong, okay? That's how he feels. That's a story he's been telling for the longest. The story isn't going to change now that the great Larry King is dead. But where I think he's wrong at, poor timing. Like, bruh, Larry King just died. How does Larry King just die and you find a way, okay, anyway, to make his death about you? Okay, like, Piers, you really made this about yourself. You started off great. Larry King was a hero of mine. You even ended it great. He was a brilliant broadcaster and masterful TV interviewer. Those are 2 amazing pieces of Wonder Bread right there. I mean, they are soft, no mold on them, but you didn't put the right ingredients in between those 2 pieces of Wonder Bread. Okay, it's all types of fillings you could have chosen. Turkey and cheese, peanut butter and jelly, a simple grilled cheese, my personal favorite tuna fish. You could have put spaghetti in there, but instead you chose to put in between those 2 great slices of Wonder Bread the worst fillings you could find. Mayonnaise, tomatoes, and mustard. Who wants a mayonnaise, tomato, and mustard sandwich? Rice and prawns. Who wants a rice and prawn sandwich? You could have talked about the impact he had on you as a broadcaster, TV personality. Talk about the fact if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't even have had that gig at CNN because you replaced Larry on a show that he built. Those would have been good feelings, okay? I don't know. Yeah, I can't tell you what to say, okay? I can't tell you what to do because I'm not you, but Larry King did tell me once that the most important question to ask in a conversation was why. That's what I would like to know. Why? We have to not only ask that question of others, but to ourselves. A simple why will usually keep you from doing digital D-head stuff like this. If you would have simply asked yourself, why am I tweeting this? Why am I tweeting this right now? Why do I need to make this statement at this moment? If you would have took Larry King's advice and simply asked yourself why, I wouldn't be telling Dramos right now to let Remy Ma give Piers Morgan the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, you stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
Now here's where I'm torn, though. Should you keep the same energy when someone dies?
Ask me.
I'm going to get to you in a minute, okay? If that's how you felt all of this time and you've told that story before, when they pass, do you not tell that story anymore? Or do you keep that same energy when someone dies? DJ Envy, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Do you keep that same energy? As a matter of fact, no. Angela, let me start with you. Okay, he's too eager. Do you keep that same energy when someone dies, Angela?
I think if somebody asks you a question, you can answer the question, but I would not go on and post and make somebody else's death about me and how I felt about them when they were alive. I would pass on that. A simple rest in peace. You could say something like, we had our differences, but still an icon or something like that. But I do think it's tacky. There's people who are family members who are still alive that don't need to see that hurt. You try to act like you respected him and he was an icon, but then you went ahead and threw that extra sauce on it. That's when you make somebody's death about you. And I cannot stand when people do that.
True indeed. Envy, let's get to you now. Do you keep that same energy when someone dies?
No, I keep the same energy. Absolutely, positively. Let me explain and break it down. Right? What's the one thing that you say? For every action is what?
A reaction.
A reaction,
Yes.
right? So if you ish on me before, and there's a problem before, you go at me somehow, some way, go at my family, or whatever it may be. Maybe you just said some slick ish. Yes, I'm going to say some slick ish back because I've been saying it when you was alive. I'm going to say it when you was dead. That doesn't stop you from being an icon. You're still an icon. You're still a legend. But I think you did some sucker ish, and I'm just going to tell you about it because I tell you about it when you was here. So I'm going to tell you about it when you die.
I have
That's how I am.
I have the feeling that you're waiting on some people to die, Envy, so you can do a mini mix.
And how are you telling them about it? They're not going to hear it.
You don't know if they're going to hear it or
I'm
not.
telling you why you dead.
You don't know if they're going to hear it. Let me ask you one other question, Charlamagne.
Yes, sir.
A long time ago, shout to Fendi. If you don't know who Fendi is, Fendi is
the legend.
Fab's road manager, Jadakiss's road manager. He is a legend out there. He might be their manager, I'm not sure. Now, he posted up something on his Instagram about, a year ago?
This was a lot longer than a year ago, but he went to one of his haters' funerals, and he posted from in front of the church, and he said, I went to one of my biggest haters' funerals just to make sure he was dead. Die, haters, die.
Goddamn right. That's how I am. So let's open up the phone lines. Play Breakfast Club Court right fast. Let's do it. There we go. 800-585-1051. Let's take Piers Morgan to court, all right? Now, people are mad at him for going at
Larry King.
Yes. Now, I have no problem with Larry King, but there's a lot of people out there that I do have a problem with. Not to say some slickish, but with a little fervor. And if they die, they die. Am I supposed to write something nice because you died after you ished on me all this time? So let's open up the phone lines and ask you. 800-585-1051. Let's say somebody's ishing on you. Somebody's ishing on your family. Somebody's hating on you. They died. You supposed to be all, oh, they died. Oh, I feel sorry for them. Oh, my gosh. Condolences. Or you like, take this with you.
If your story has always been F that person, yada, 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 I would expect you to keep the same energy.
Or you could just keep it cute and keep it quiet.
You could just keep it quiet. Word up. That's what I mean. In Piers Morgan case, he ain't have to say all that.
Keep it cute for what? He didn't keep it cute. She didn't keep it cute. She hated on you. They hated on you.
And it also depends how the person died too, bro. If it's tragic, it's like,
That's what they get. That's what they deserve.
I mean,
That
the
was
person's
normal.
dead. I could let that hurt go
Christ,
after someone dies.
All right, you're a hater, you're a hater. It is what it is. You get it when you're alive, you get it when you're dead. Let's open up the phone lines to talk about it. I'm sorry, I'm a Virgo, I'm petty. 800-585-1051, let's talk about it.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.